Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to do another video on transfer patients. Now, I have a lot of content already on Invisalign or clear aligner transfer patients, which are very different than braces transfer patients, which is very different than phase 1 interceptive functional appliance transfer cases. So ultimately, of course, with any transfer case, you are not obligated to finish the case that was started. You don't have to take this case. You don't have to use the appliances that were used in this case. You can start completely brand over like a brand new patient. Doesn't mean the parents and the patient are going to be happy about that. But if it does not 100% line up with your personal treatment philosophy, and if it's not 100% the way you would have done it had it landed on your doorstep initially, then don't. You tell them, basically, every orthodontist or any dentist that does orthodontics is trained slightly differently. This is just not the way I would do it. I'm not saying it's wrong, but in my hands, this isn't going to work. So they have two options. They can go find somebody who might take it. And ultimately, that is the responsibility of the patient and the responsibility of the initial doctor to find the right person. And, these parents and these patients should not be starting cases if they're not planning to stick around. I understand occasionally random things happen, but for the most part, I think phase 1 is such not a long commitment. Shame on these parents and shame on that doctor had they known for rushing to start a case to get money when they knew the patient wasn't going to be around. And it happens too often. And sometimes the doctor may not have known, but that's one of those things I always say to patients and parents that, hey, this is a marriage. This is a commitment for 12 to 18 months. This is a commitment for 2 to 3 years, and comprehensive sometimes. If you don't think you're 100% sticking around, we need to keep that in mind, so when we do this treatment plan, maybe we do things that maybe are a little bit more typical or, maybe do things in a little different order or use systems that maybe other people would be more comfortable with, But I always let parents know, if I'm starting a case and they think they might transfer, that it's not going to be A plus B equals C. They're going to pay significantly more. So maybe delaying treatment until they get to their final destination is a better idea. Financially, it definitely is. Also, if they build insurance, you need to check. You may not ever see a drop of that money, so don't plan on that. And if they build insurance, transferring that could get extremely messy. I recommend talking to Bonsi Popat. She is our person that we talk to with all of our orthodontic billing questions. I don't know the answers to that. Every insurance is different. It really depends on if they paid the doctor, how much they paid the doctor. And it is not the responsibility of your office number 2, I'm assuming, to go and get that money. It is the responsibility of the patient to work out with the initial doctor and the insurance how this is going to work. So for the most part, I'm going to build cash in this situation, and they need to pay the deposit, everything. And it's very unlikely there's going to be a discount. It's probably going to be the full price, even if unless we're totally using the appliances and I love them, then maybe we'll do that. So you need to figure out what components of the treatment plan you're using. The other thing you need to do is you need to get a copy of the initial treatment plan, the initial records, an AAO transfer form if it is an AAO doctor. If not, they need to create their own transfer form, send all the paperwork, all the progress notes, all the initial records, as well as some summary of the treatment plan over. If they don't send that, this is a brand new case. Toss it all out. Brand new case. Don't care if you build insurance. Brand new case, cash. So, because nowadays with Southwest and Frontier and Spirit, you can fly and remote monitoring, you can fly back 2 or 3 times to your original doctor unless it's a different country. For the most part in the US, it's going to be cheaper for them to fly back a few times than to transfer. And with remote monitoring, there's really no reason that everything can't be done remotely nowadays. So I don't buy that. Be suspicious, because a lot of times when there's a transfer, it's because they didn't pay their bill. So, and the old doctor is refusing to work on them. I would say half, depending on what type of demographic you're in, 2/3, which should be a massive red flag to you. If they're not willing to put down a sizable deposit and let you contact the doctor directly, this should be a red flag. Obviously, if it's an international doctor, you're probably not going to get any of these records, but then of course it's a brand new case. Toss it out, start over. Let them relapse, let them settle, get brand new records. So that's pretty much my warning for you. Be careful with taking these cases. You don't have to take them is what it comes down to. You can start brand new all over. I like to take appliances out, get them cleaned up, make sure there's no decay, and start over on almost every patient. It's very rare that I'll take something as a transfer. All right, thanks so much.